On April 14, 2023, a news story broke out saying NASA found a planet with artificial city lights using the Earth's most famous telescope. Chances are, you've already heard the buzz, or seen those eye-catching thumbnails on YouTube. They look so real and perfectly curated, it's easy to wonder if it's true. But do you really think aliens have figured out how to make artificial lights and decided to go full-on holiday mode? After billions of years, did they finally decide to light up their planet like a Christmas tree? Well, sorry to burst your bubble, but the truth behind this news is pretty unsettling. You've probably heard that Earth is the only planet with life, right? Other planets are either scorching hot or freezing cold, making us feel pretty special. But guess what? There's some news that might just shatter our little ego trip. People are saying they've detected city lights on Proxima b, a planet orbiting the nearest star system, Proxima Centauri. Just over 4 light-years away, our closest exoplanet neighbor might be hosting alien nightlife. Proxima b sits in the habitable zone of its star, where conditions could allow for liquid water. That's already exciting for astronomers, but the idea of city lights, that seems unreal. So how would they spot these lights? Scientists look for specific wavelengths of light that come from artificial sources, not natural ones. By studying how light interacts with different atmospheres and surfaces, they can spot anomalies that might indicate technology. But the problem here is that it's not something that NASA has proved. Instead, this wild idea went viral from a social media post. It started with a TikTok video claiming that NASA's James Webb Space Telescope spotted artificial lights on Proxima b. Yep, aliens with their own version of Times Square. The video blew up on Facebook, Twitter, and other platforms, racking up thousands of views and shares. The JWST, with its super advanced tech, supposedly picked up light patterns on Proxima b that couldn't be explained by natural causes. Imagine a planet under the faint glow of its red dwarf star, Proxima Centauri, with patches of light on its dark side hinting at alien cities. That's the image that's got everyone buzzing. It's like, oh wow, the aliens there have figured out streetlights too. This taps into our endless fascination with extraterrestrial life. The thought that we're not alone in the universe is thrilling, and the idea that we might have neighbors with the city lights, mind-blowing. If these lights are real, it would be a huge breakthrough in our search for extraterrestrial intelligence. Proxima b itself is pretty cool. It's a bit bigger than Earth and orbits its star way closer, making a year on Proxima b just 11 Earth days. Its close proximity to Proxima Centauri means it likely experiences tidal locking, where one side of the planet always faces the star, while the other side is in perpetual darkness. This results in extreme temperature differences between the day side and the night side. Now imagine this, a planet with a sharp divide between day and night, where the night side might glow with alien city lights. It's a dramatic and captivating image. The line between the lit and dark sides of the planet could be lit up by these supposed alien cities. Whether this is true or just a viral rumor, it definitely fires up our imagination and the hope that we might not be alone in the vast universe. Yes, you heard that right. Don't be too shocked. It might just be a rumor because, let's face it, the internet is 80% miscommunication these days. Everything sounds so real it's hard to tell if it's fact or fiction. But when you see the James Webb Space Telescope in the headline, you might think there's some truth to it. The JWST is like the Sherlock Holmes of space, revealing secrets of faraway exoplanets. One of its coolest discoveries is the exoplanet WSP-96b, a gas giant about 1,150 light-years away in the constellation Phoenix. They found water vapor in its atmosphere. Yep, water vapor. This is huge for the search for alien life. JWST used its super-duper spectroscopic powers to break down light into different colors and found water vapor. This is a big deal because water vapor hints at potential habitability. But scientists didn't stop there. They also looked at other stuff in the atmosphere to get the whole picture. The fact there's water vapor on WSP-96b, despite it being hotter than a pizza oven at 530 degrees Celsius, makes us rethink where life might exist. The discovery of water vapor is super exciting. Sure, the surface of WSP-96b is way too hot for life as we know it, but the possibility of life in its upper atmosphere, still on the table. Here on Earth, we have extremophiles, tiny creatures that thrive in extreme places like deep ocean trenches, acidic hot springs, and even Antarctica. These tough little guys show that life can adapt to wild conditions. But hold on, why am I suddenly talking about WSP-96b when we're supposed to be discussing a planet with city lights? Is there a connection here? Not exactly, but stay with me. The discovery of water vapor on WSP-96b was confirmed and praised by NASA, showing off the impressive abilities of the James Webb Space Telescope. WSP-96b was discovered back in 2013 by this telescope, and fast forward 10 years to 2023, and when the news about a planet with city lights started circulating, everyone was ready to believe it without a second thought. But the reality was completely different. It broke people's hearts, but also kept their pride about being alone in the universe intact. The rumor that NASA discovered city lights on a planet 7 trillion miles away spread like wildfire, thanks to a misleading TikTok video. In the video, a woman talked about this supposed discovery, showing a planet lit up with lights on a screen behind her. This snippet went viral on Facebook and other social media platforms, racking up tens of thousands of shares and causing a lot of excitement and wild speculation. However, this claim was just a piece of misinformation. USA Today stepped in to fact-check the viral claim and set the record straight. They clarified that NASA had not discovered any city lights on a distant planet. NASA spokesperson Lynn Chandler stated clearly that NASA made no such discovery. The TikTok video, shared on Facebook, was actually created to debunk the very claim it ended up spreading. The woman in the video, known as @modernday_Eratosthenes on TikTok, explained that her video was meant to criticize the spread of misinformation and clarify the facts, not promote the myth. The real scientific discovery that got twisted into this false claim involved a brown dwarf, not city lights on an exoplanet. In January, the James Webb Space Telescope detected infrared emissions from a brown dwarf. A brown dwarf is a type of cosmic body that forms like a star but doesn't have enough mass to sustain nuclear fusion. This brown dwarf emitted unexpected infrared light, likely caused by energy in its upper atmosphere. This discovery was significant but had absolutely nothing to do with city lights or any signs of intelligent alien life. To understand the truth, we need to dive into what a brown dwarf is and how it might have been misunderstood as a planet with city lights. Brown dwarfs are fascinating objects sitting somewhere between the largest planets and the smallest stars. They don't shine brightly like stars but can emit infrared light, which telescopes like the JWST can detect. This infrared emission can create visually interesting patterns, but they are purely natural and not evidence of artificial lights or cities. The spread of misinformation about city lights on a distant planet shows how easily scientific discoveries can be twisted and misrepresented on social media. The TikTok video, meant to debunk the claim, was clipped and shared out of context, causing widespread confusion. This highlights why it's so important to verify information with credible sources before believing or sharing it. NASA and other scientific organizations regularly make groundbreaking discoveries, but not every finding points to extraterrestrial civilizations. So what were your initial thoughts when you heard about those artificial lights found on a planet? Sorry to burst your bubble if you believed it, but there are no extraterrestrial beings like you out there on that planet. We're all alone in this vast universe, for now.